starting it right now.
Let's go.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. And by everyone, I mean 3 people, and one of those people is Rylie.
Hello. One of them is me watching.
Now that song is stuck in my head. Why can't I see the
If
chat?
I could, I'd make a deal with God. Hi, Steph.
There
Our
it
most
is.
loyal follower.
Hey.
Our tried and true.
Our ride and
Scarlet
die.
Plum.
Scarlet
Hello.
Plum. Hi. Hello. How's
First time
everyone
chat.
doing?
Hi.
I feel like it's I don't know why, but I feel like it's been so long since we've last talked, even though it's only been 2 weeks. I want to know how everyone's doing.
1 second. Wait. You keep freezing.
Oh, you keep freezing. Oh, here we go.
Uh-oh.
Should be
Here we go.
interesting.
It's you that keeps freezing, not me.
No, we'll be all right.
If it keeps happening, we'll have to just hang up and start again. Yeah.
Well, I'm good. How
Everyone's
are you, Steph?
good.
I'm not good. I'm actually drowning in schoolwork, but besides that, I'm fine.
Yeah, that's fair.
I did so much chemistry today that I wanted to cry. My brain stopped working.
Yeah, I don't understand why you did that to yourself. Yay, Lexi. Hi, welcome. I'm so glad you made it to a stream.
Oh, that's right. You've always been working when we have the streams, right? I'm excited. I love when like more people can join us and actually chat. And my webcam is being super weird, so be prepared for it to just like start zooming in and out of me constantly. Yeah, chemistry is rough. It's a really rough one for me. It's like reading another language. I don't even understand what's happening half the time. And my professor
I failed
hates
geology like 3 times, so your professor hates you?
I just don't think that she's a big fan of me, but it's okay.
Why? What did you do?
I think I just asked too many questions.
Of course you did.
Yeah. Uh-oh. My brother wants to come say hi.
Okay. Which brother? Only one's allowed.
This is Gavin. Say hi.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
He has been...
Oh, my God. He's so old.
Am I allowed to what?
Are you live on TikTok?
No. This is Twitch.
Oh, you're on Twitch?
Yeah.
We're live on Twitch.
Oh, that's cool. Can you see how many people are watching right now?
I think only not that many people right now.
There's 5 whole people watching. I can see it on my corner.
Only 5 right now. It ebbs and flows.
It's fun.
Do you want to say more than just hi, or did you just come down here to... Ew, you were chewing into the mic. That's so gross. Yeah.
I would like to say...
This is why we only let girls on here.
I'd like to say me and RJ did an escape room yesterday, and she sucked.
That's not true. He gave up halfway through the escape room and just sat down in a chair. And the guy even wrote, because they could write on a screen to talk to us and give us hints. He wrote like, "LOL, dude's just chilling." He just like stopped helping.
Okay, so no, what happened?
And then we broke it.
Yeah, we did skip a couple steps and accidentally break a part of it. But what happened was we were trying to solve the escape room. We were trying to do everything. And I had like 3 ideas that I thought were great ideas. And they were all wrong. None of them worked. So my brain really hurt. So I need to take like a 2-minute rest. And then they all started attacking me because I need a little rest.
I was not attacking you. It was easier to work around you.
I love it. Okay. I hope you guys have a fun time. Bye.
Thanks. Bye. Thanks for that fun story. I can't believe they got you to do an escape room.
I thought it was actually really fun, but we broke it. We actually like accidentally skipped a whole bunch of steps and opened this box that we weren't supposed to open. And then, I mean, we still escaped. He said, he was like, I mean, you guys skipped like 5 steps, but it still works, I guess. So.
Of course you did.
They're expensive.
I'm not
They're like
surprised.
Super expensive. And really, really hard.
One.
You should actually try one. They're super fun, but they're actually extremely hard.
Oh, okay. Well, but maybe never, because that would give me anxiety.
I wanted to cry halfway through.
Oh, Lexi says she's escaped every room she's ever done.
Lexi, I'm telling you right now, if we hadn't accidentally cheated, we would not have escaped that room in time, because we cheated and skipped like 5 steps with like only 11 minutes left in our time. So we weren't doing too good. There was like, we had to get from one room into the next room, and it took us 25 minutes just to get into the other room. And we almost broke so many things. That's fine.
Steph, are you in a reading slump? That's okay.
I had to force
It
myself
happens
to
to the
read this
best of
book.
us. Oh, speaking of which, here's my tabs. RJ read it on her Kindle. Can you guys see those? Gotta focus.
So
It's not as not very many, honestly.
I don't know.
I have 4 orange tabs. As we all know, orange is the one I hate. There's some spicy tabs though. I mean, the majority of the book was
orgies,
but not actually from the people we wanted to give.
The guy gave us an extra minute because we were on the last clue. Okay, so we were so bad that the guy kept giving us hints without us asking. Like he would see us struggling for so long that he would just, because he could talk to us through the screen, which I actually thought was really cool, but he would just give us like an unprompted hint. Like, oh, okay. But it's fine.
Wow.
We just suck. We'll get better.
Yeah, I guess so.
Going. We're gonna keep practicing.
Oh, good.
I'm gonna make
it to use your money on.
Oh my god, fucking expensive, dude. Because it was me and my 2 brothers, and then 2 of Jackson's friends. There was 5 of us, and it was like
why did you just go with a bunch of your brother's friends to an escape room?
Because they were all in town for Chase's graduation, so we all just ended up going. It was fine.
Okay.
All right.
I can't think of anything worse than being surrounded in a room I can't get out of with teenage boys.
Do you know how many teenage boys were in this house this weekend? Because Chase's
I'd rather not.
There was like 20 teenage boys in this house.
And I wanted to total chaos.
Right. It was awful.
No, thank you.
All right.
I'm so glad I have a daughter. I've been trying to talk about it.
I know, I'm sorry.
You're stuck on your little escape room.
It was Gavin's fault.
Anyway.
Gavin. Okay.
So the book is A Ruin of Roses. If you read,
Breene?
great. Yes. If you read, great. If you didn't read, that's fine. We're going to tell you about it anyway. You don't need to read it.
I wish I had.
Go ahead, RJ. Do you want to do the summary or do you want me to do it?
Okay, the plot. A young woman whose name I've honestly forgotten. What is it?
It was Finley.
Finley. Young woman named Finley lives in some kind of fantasy world where...
Except not really that.
No, not really that fantastical, but it's fine. Basically, everybody has the potential to be a shapeshifter or like a demon of some sort.
An animal is what they call it.
Yeah, it's like your inner
my animal.
Your
my
animal.
My animal.
And some curses, because of some mad king that they used to have, a curse has befallen over the land, and none of them can change into their animals, and all of them are getting sick and dying. So she has to travel into the forbidden forest and steal some kind of plant that helps keep people alive.
That ever lasts.
Yes, and she has to avoid the beast. It is a Beauty and the Beast retelling. Yeah, my animal. It was super annoying.
They said my animal like every other word in this book.
It was so annoying. There's a lot about this book that I found very annoying.
Yeah.
And then basically the beast is also a shapeshifter. He just somehow had the will to break through the curse and keep shapeshifting. Yeah. He kidnaps her as a penance for her stealing all the Everlasts. And it's kind of unclear why, but
it really is unclear why he did that.
He just has
very unclear. I imagine it has to do with the curse, but we don't actually find anything out that specific about the curse because this is the first in many books.
Yeah, but
I think 3 or 4 maybe.
I'm not mistaken when I said like he left her behind at the end, right?
He did, 100%.
Okay.
He absolutely did. Yes.
I was like I don't know. Oh, he's the beast sounded sexy as hell. Listen, I didn't like him very much. I don't know why.
Maybe it's because he turned into a giant lizard, basically.
Yeah.
He's like a dragon.
I think that's what it was. Like what he became.
It's a dragon with no wings. So it's like a lizard.
Yeah.
Yeah, Steph, you could skip this one, honestly. You could just listen to us tell you about it.
I didn't hate the book, but I just really didn't enjoy it. Like it was just like, I read it. It was fine. I was like, okay, this is over. Then I picked up a book that I actually wanted to read. You know what I mean? Like we've all done that. Like we just force ourselves to read a book, and it wasn't that bad. But I just was like,
it wasn't like a hard read by any means.
No, and I feel
writing is
it's fine.
Juvenile
to
me personally,
which is weird because can this woman write a sex scene? Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh hi. read it and forgot everything I read right away. That's fair.
Yep.
That's 100% fair.
This is going to be a rough stream because I literally have blocked it all out. I don't remember anything.
Dragon, he don't do that tongue thing. Oh, is that Mulan?
Oh.
Is that a Mulan reference?
I
think it is.
But no, I think you're right. I think it was the beast that he turned into. Like I'm like imagining like Beauty and the Beast, which
Exactly.
I can kind
Like
of
a
get
wolf.
behind.
That's exactly what I imagined too. Yeah.
And then like after we'd met him a couple times, then she described what he looked like, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, like
This
a
is
like a
ugly.
dragon with no wings, just a giant lizard man.
Yeah, he was. No, I didn't like him.
Mm-mm. No.
Also, can we talk about like the power that he has to just like make her spontaneously orgasm?
Yeah, that was really weird. Yeah, in the beginning of Mushu, yes. In the beginning of the book, actually the very beginning of the book was very confusing to me because it says she was like 14 running through the forest, and then it doesn't specify that it's a flashback. It just specifies that she woke up, but not even really that she woke up from a dream. Like they could have put that in italics or something. Shang-Chi, I imagined. Oh, I have, yeah. That big of a dragon is what you imagined?
I mean,
The dragon
he was able to put her in his mouth and walk
I
with her.
guess so, yeah.
Right? Or was I confused?
Yeah.
Because I was really imagining
No,
him just
you're
like
right.
holding her in its mouth like some kind of weird kangaroo and just carrying her from
He
place
did
to
do that.
place.
He did that multiple times. He just picked her up in his mouth like a mother dog picks up her puppies and just carries her around.
I thought it was great. I thought it was great because I immediately imagined like Lion King 2 where they just grab them and move them from place to place.
Oh yeah, by the back of their neck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I thought he was gonna eat her at first when
I
she
thought so
first
too.
did that. I was like, oh, we're gonna get a dual POV switch in here or something.
Yeah. No,
Yeah, that was shocking.
Anyway, that's the plot. That's really the plot. I don't know
not
how
much
to
of it.
describe it. Like, and what
It
was the
ends on a
castle?
cliffhanger.
Yeah, the castle was like infested with demons that he could kill, but if he killed too many, the demon king would come. So he had to be really like sparing about.
Yeah, there's a demon king. There's a demon king, but also a regular king. The regular king is dead. The demon king is still alive. And then we find out the twist is that he's the prince, but I thought that was obvious the whole time.
I knew he was the prince immediately. Because
maybe just because we knew it's a Beauty and the Beast story.
Yeah.
Yes, Steph, it is very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It's very interesting.
So the
yeah,
demons,
and on a cliffhanger.
The demon's special power was to just make
it just
you
makes people
want to have
horny.
sex. And the
Makes you
demons
like
feed
incredibly
off of
horny.
Yeah.
No, Lexi, if you liked it, that's great. Honestly, that's fantastic. I wish I liked it.
I didn't hate it. I think this is just so far out of the realm of what I normally read that I was like I spent half the time in a daze. There were aspects that I liked, like I liked how much she hated men. I thought that was great.
That's fair. Yeah.
I hated Hadriel or whatever his name was. I hated him.
Oh no.
I don't know why. I do know why, because he talked a lot.
He did talk quite a bit.
Monologuing like he was getting paid for it.
He was.
He
was monologuing like he was the main character in that book. Honestly, he was the butler. I like to want to finish the series, but I confuse majority of the time. Yeah. Okay. So the second I finished it, I ordered the second one, and then I went back and I was like, Rylie, you're not going to read that.
No,
and
I think I am going to read it.
And I canceled it. And now I'm thinking I might need to read it because they haven't. Here's the thing about this book, you guys. And Steph, who didn't read this, they don't even fuck.
They didn't even have sex.
They never had sex. They had lots of
foreplay,
oral, etc.
Yeah.
But never straight P&V situation.
I'll be really mad because here's the thing. I am going to read the next couple ones because I don't think I liked it, but I enjoyed it. Like I found it entertaining, right? Like I was, once I got to a certain point, I was all in and I finished it in a day. But it was definitely a wild ride. I'm going to read the whole series. I will flip this entire desk if I get to book 10 or however many books they are, and that's where they have sex. I will flip
Lexi says there's 4. It's probably going to be the last one, yeah.
It better not be.
Yes,
It better not be.
No,
No, listen. You should still, if you like spice, you should still read it because there's
there's
a lot of.
a lot of spice, but it's not a strictly P and V situation. There's multiple, going down on her. She goes down on him
Which
a
honestly
few
is sometimes
times.
better. Like,
Yeah. There's lots of orgies. Can we talk about all the demon orgies in this book? There's a lot of demon orgies in this book.
which I appreciated.
Like, I've
Think
never
that I
read a
would.
book that had such explicit like orgy
Mm-hmm.
descriptions before.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I turned to the page, because they kind of just leap right into it, because she goes into the castle, right? And the
They're
second
all
he opens the
fucking.
door, it's like a chain of men, like the human centipede, just fucking each other, but they're demons.
And they have
Yes,
it. They're
Steph. Demon
synchronized. They
orgy.
have it down to a science.
Yeah.
They really did.
Yes. Yes. And they're dressed as furries, like Hadriel was dressed like a
Yeah,
furry.
the
Yes,
furries.
Lexi, exactly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a lot of furry situation.
No,
The
there was like a
third
lot of
book.
sexual tension.
Uh-uh.
Oh God. Unfortunately, I'm like invested. Like I said, I didn't think it was like high quality, but I enjoyed it. Like it was entertaining, and
Yeah.
I will continue to read the rest of it. I also like.
Yeah.
She may not have the book writing may not have been the best, but like she can. The shame fucking. Honestly,
Yes.
poor
Okay. So
Hadriel.
Hadriel said the shame fucking so many times. He said the words shame fucking so many times.
Which I didn't understand if he was.
Yeah, the train of men. Okay, so the Scarlet Vogue said the train of men in the orgy, literally just like the second she walks into the castle, right? It's like
This
chock
way,
full,
train.
wall to wall, wall to wall of demons, and it's just a train of men just going for it.
Mm-hmm.
And then 2 women also.
Well,
There's a lot of demon
because
sex.
she really knows how to write a sex scene.
Yeah, the sex scenes were the best part.
Yeah, they were very detailed, and they were actually fantastic. Except for there was one part. What did it say? Where she said he sucked down my folds. Did anybody else catch that? Nobody else
I
got that.
probably mentally blocked that out for my own sanity.
It literally said he sucked down my folds, and I was like, I actually was
The
like,
amount of times the word folds is used. I understand. It's not just this author. That's like a thing. I put that in my recent TikTok video of like book things that gives me the ick is like wet folds. I understand. Yes,
folds
they
is
are
a
technically
thing.
folds, but can we not call it that? Like, I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't know why
It's not my
folds really
favorite.
kind of just like trigger something deep and for me it was like the image of him sucking down her folds.
Yeah,
It was quite a bit for
like
me.
an oyster.
Like that's literally what I saw was just him just like,
I picture when you say that, I
wet
picture more of like wet depths.
depths.
Yeah, I picture more like when you use like a vacuum attachment and it sucks, and then you put your hand on it and it sucks the skin in. That's how I imagined it, like sucking it
Or like
in.
people doing that lip challenge, just like
Exactly, like in the shot glass.
mm-hmm.
Yes, I did.
Mm-hmm.
I did post a TikTok about the stupid folds.
Oh God.
Oh man.
I thought that the suck down my and I think it's the worst like when you're actually reading a really good scene and then there's like one line and you're like, what the fuck? And it just takes you out of the
Wet
whole
depth,
thing. Wet depths really,
wet
really
folds. We love this stream too, Steph. You and all 9 of us watching.
My
Everybody.
brother was like, can I stay the whole time? I said, absolutely not. I said,
No.
I'm not even gonna give you the link to log in. Absolutely not.
Rajane froze. You tell us who you can see. Is it?
Oh no.
We're buffering. Are you back?
I think I'm back.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
I can hear you. That was embarrassing.
It's gonna happen, I feel like. I don't know.
It's because you're in a
no, we've had some storms that I think are gonna knock some things out. But I can see you now.
It's
Anyway.
supposed to storm here next weekend.
Damn. Okay, well, we're talking about wet depths? Or are we over the wet depths conversation?
We can be, yeah. Let me look at some of the stuff that I marked in here.
I'm trying to think.
Yeah.
As much as I love
It's
reading
like the
on my
world
Kindle.
building.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you can't like mark pages as easily.
Yeah, and it's hard to go back for me. The world building, I felt like we spent too much time on and not enough time on it.
The world building was weird because there was all these different animals, monsters that they kept mentioning towards the end that we had never actually heard of before, and the way they described them, I did not understand.
Mm-hmm.
And also she talks like she's in our world.
Yes.
Like she talks like a 21st century girl in a 21st century
but
world.
There were times where he did too. Yeah, there were times where he did too, though. And I was like,
they both
did he
did.
say that?
They didn't like have any kind of specific language or like dialect or anything like that. Like they talked like it was 2022 in whatever world they were in.
I feel like they went in and out of it, and maybe that's what caught me. Like there were times where he talked like I would imagine he should talk, I guess.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden he would say something that I'd be like, wait, why would you?
Yeah, because there's supposedly peasants in this fantasy world with a village and a magical forest, and they don't have electricity. That's established. They don't have running water. That's established because she has to use like a chamber pot. But they don't. But they talk like you and me talk.
Yeah, I was having a really hard time trying to track it.
Rajane.
Uh-oh.
Can we please discuss the inner monologue situation?
Okay. We may have differing opinions about this, so I would like to hear you first. Go.
Yes. To answer Lexi really quick. Yes, ACOTAR is also a Beauty and the Beast retelling.
I feel like it's done a little bit better though. It's done much better.
Of course, it's better. How dare you say a little bit better?
But I don't like ACOTAR. Oh, I'm zooming in.
Yeah, but you can appreciate, world building.
Yeah.
Okay, so what she does is, let me just describe what our girl Finley does here. She talks to what she calls what does she call it?
Her animal?
The inner audience. No, not her animal. Oh. That's what you're talking about. I was talking about her inner audience.
Where she's like, all right, folks.
Exactly. She calls them folks. She talks to her inner audience. And let me see what she says.
She says it's like it's gonna get sticky here, folks.
Okay, so she says, "This is a shit time for a tree to be doing the jig, folks. I thought to the invisible audience watching my adventure. It was something I've been doing since I was little, and I hadn't given up the habit at 23. Back in the day, I'd done it because I was pretending to be a jester or a queen, but now I did it out of comfort."
Yeah.
I don't think it actually was supposed to be breaking the fourth wall, to answer you, Lexi. I think it was supposed to be like quirky. And to be honest,
stupid.
To be honest,
I do that.
I also talk to myself and pretend like I am
on a show.
I think it's growing up in the YouTuber age, where sometimes I'll be doing my makeup and I will literally find myself going, so this is Lancome Lash Blast. You know what I mean? And like, this is, I'm curling my hair this way today. Yeah. I talk to myself like that all the time too. Maybe the reason I didn't like it is because it made me cringe and I was like, oh, is this how I am?
It hit a little too close to home for me. I was like, exactly. Maybe I should stop.
Yeah. I don't know. But go ahead about her inner animal talk.
I mean, her inner
or whatever you were gonna say.
Her inner animal was like a slut, and I was into it. Like her inner animal was like thirsty. Also, though, can we talk about how he was constantly like, get your inner animal under control, but he never taught her how to do it. And so then he just blamed her every single time he was horny. I was like, that's not really fair.
So they both have inner animals, right? And both their inner animals have their own monologue. They talk to them. It's not a dual POV book. I feel like it would have benefited from being a dual POV.
I wish it would have been.
especially during the intimate moments. Yeah, my animal part. They literally say the words "my animal" so many times in this book.
I wish that
my animal, demons, demon king.
I don't know. It's hard. I enjoyed it, but I just like there were so many times where I was like, what is this?
It was very confusing, yeah.
Like
yeah,
it just
and
there
I'm
were a lot of
sure
times I
that
just was like,
she
what?
expands. I'm sure she expands on it in the next couple books, but the problem that I have with books like that is like I know they do it for a purpose because they want you to buy and read all their books, but I personally would love like a standalone first book so I can actually understand what's going on.
Can we address
oh yeah.
Yeah, he
Go
literally
ahead.
hasn't had sex in 16 years. He did not have his shit under control. And then he was like, the whole time, he was like, get your animal under control. And her animal, and now I'm fucking saying animal constantly, her animal was like, that bitch's animal is calling to me. What the fuck? This whole
Literally.
thing was I was like, the whole time,
Yeah.
I just was like, what the
Yes, Steph, you don't
fuck
need to
is
read it. You
going
can take
on?
it right off your TBR.
Here's the problem, Steph. If you read it, you're going to get invested like all of us are in this
Yeah.
chat and keep reading it.
You don't
So
need
you
to.
need to
Yeah.
decide what you want your life to be.
Mm-hmm.
That's really what it comes down to.
The sex scenes are quite detailed. I will give you that. If you want, Steph, I can just text you, message you all of the pages that they have sex on, and then you can just flip through it like that because I have them all marked. The orgy scenes too, of course.
There was like when he was sick or poisoned or something. I definitely was like kind of like
it.
I was like, okay, he's sick, whatever, who cares? And then we were teasing a sick man, which I was like, this is kind of fucked up. And then
It's your favorite part.
It's my favorite part, but also weird.
Yeah.
She's teasing him.
Please describe it in detail.
I don't even know if I knew exactly what was happening, but I'm pretty sure she's like pleasuring herself in front of him, and then he's having sex with the mattress. Like he's literally like
can you please
dry humping
set
the mattress.
Scene? Rajane, set the
What?
scene. Please.
Okay.
This man is dying.
I can't remember his name either. Nefarian? Nefrian?
Oh my god.
Something?
What is it? Nefrian?
So she's run away and got into an entanglement with a whole bunch of evil things that were trying to kill her. He shows up to save her and he gets bit by something that's poisonous. So she takes him back to his village, or her village, sorry, and he's dying. Like he's truly and well dying. He's not just like not feeling good. He's dying. Knifein? That didn't help me at all.
Knifein.
I'm gonna call him the Beast. The Beast. He's dying. And she's made some kind of potion because she's like what do they call it? An herb witch. She's very good at gardening.
They never call her that, to be clear. In the book, Rajane just said that because that's what she actually is.
She's just really good at gardening and making potions and healing ointments and whatever. And so she gives him something and he's feeling like a little better, but like man's still dying. And she thinks, wow, now is the perfect time for me to start like, just enjoying myself so that
No. She begins to like touch his back, like his scars and stuff where his wings used to be.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a common thing in fantasy books I've noticed, that when men have wings, it's like the most sensitive part in their body. It's like even more erotic than their penis.
Mm-hmm.
This is common in the ACOTAR books as well. So that I wasn't very shocked by. But she was touching where his wings had been like chopped off, like the veins or whatever. And he was like, stop, I have to fuck you right now. And then she's like,
she's like, but you can't. She's like, so instead I'm gonna do it. So then
he was face down on the mattress.
Yeah. So then she starts pleasuring herself or whatever, and he gets frustrated and he starts literally dry humping the mattress.
I believe she having her hand on him at one point.
Yeah, but like he's still, like into the mattress, releases into the mattress, and then she just leaves him there in that. She's like, you can
all night.
Yeah, she's like, you can stew in your own mess to just for whatever reason while you're dying.
Technically, Scarlet Vogue, he had
no longer dying.
Gotten his potion to save his life at that point, but
barely.
the fact still stands.
The bar is still in hell. Like he still was
This man could not move
just
enough
barely
to not
okay.
hump the mattress.
Right.
And that she just leaves him in his mess all night.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. That was good. He does. He says, to read what Lexi said, he tells her to sit at his head so he can eat her out. Yeah, and I appreciate that about him. Honestly.
Yeah, he was very giving. He was a huge dick,
That's
but
why
he was
we
very
like
giving.
men written by women, because men in real life would not do that.
Mm-hmm.
Men in real life are not like that.
But okay, so now let's talk about him. Did you like him?
Honestly, he was kind of like no personality much for me.
Me too.
He, like, I wanted to like him. I liked when he was like very eager
We love a
to
giving man.
be giving. Yes.
Mm-hmm. We love a man who gives.
Exactly. And he was eager to do that a lot, because the whole reason they didn't have sex is because of him, to be clear. He kept saying, "I'll ruin you. If I have sex with you, you'll be no one else's ever again. And I'll kill anybody who you try to have sex with again."
Yeah. Which basically. I'm into, so let's do it.
I can tell by your face.
Let's do it.
I was
Kill them all.
that. Yeah. He was fine. He was just kind of like a blank slate, honestly.
Yeah, no,
Lexi says, I don't know, I have a protection kink, so I loved him.
I won't say that I disliked him. Like, I did like certain aspects. Like, I did like that he was very protective. I did like that he was kind of like a little jealous, but not like scary or like psycho jealous. But on the flip side, I don't.
Oh,
he
can
just
we
didn't have
mention?
enough. He just didn't give enough.
I saw someone say in the Discord that they had only known each other for like a week and a half at this point. Like, this whole book takes place over like a couple of weeks.
That's kind of what I thought. I didn't feel like it.
Or maybe even just like a week, because of the plant stuff that they're talking about.
Yeah, sis wanted to be ruined, annihilated, destroyed.
She wanted to have her shit wrecked. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Steph says, I feel like I'll be that one character who will sleep with someone else just to get them killed. Just me? Correct.
Yeah, just
it's only supposed to be a few days. Okay, so
that's what.
Sorry if I say
didn't
this
think
wrong.
that much time was passing.
Cute Kasiek. Is that how you say that? It's only a few days long, this whole book. Okay. If this book's only a few days long, why do we get this monologue at the end about how in love with her he is, and how he sees the real her, and how he knows who she is?
Because I think that he's been in love with her since she was 14.
That's disgusting.
That's really what that's the vibe.
Let's unpack that. Why did you say that? Please unpack the reasoning in the book that gave you the reason to say that.
Welcome to my TED Talk. So I think that he didn't at some point he say, like, you came into the woods when you were 14, and ever since then that smell like stayed in my mind, and I haven't been able to get it out. And every time that you came into the woods, I knew about it, and I just didn't do anything about it. But he immediately killed anybody else that came in there for the Everlast, unless they had some kind of affiliation with her or her village. I think that their animals are what was it called? Soulmates, basically. I don't remember what they were called. Yeah, mates. I think that their animals are like fated. I think that he's in love with her since she was 14, which I wish we had.
Can you be clear about how old he was, though?
I don't remember
because
how old
of the curse. Okay, because of the curse, he has been frozen in time for 16 years. In the village, however, they are not frozen in time.
Right.
So when the curse begins, she is 14-ish.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so 16 years later, whatever, she's 23 in this book. He's about the same age as her, which means he would have been 20. Okay, let's say he's 26. Mm-hmm. It means he would have been 26 lusting after a 14-year-old. Can we make that quite plain and clear for everybody?
Mm-hmm. I really thought that's what was happening. I thought that he had been in love with her since then.
Technically, he's 41. Okay. Yes, thank you. Technically, He's 41 because he did go through 16 years
But isn't
without
that like
aging.
okay? If we're talking about fantasy romance, isn't it like a morally gray area? Like how do
Okay,
we
it's a morally gray
approach
area after
this?
the. Okay, so after the curse, it's morally gray because they're the same age technically.
Yes.
Before the curse, he was 23 and she was
No.
14.
Yeah. No.
Or
That
26.
I agree with, but I'm saying them now. Yeah. No. I think that I think that he was feeling her when she was a child.
100%.
I never
Also,
thought
to
I'd
be
say that
clear,
so many times until we started this stream.
I know.
What a disaster.
Also, to what you said earlier, like he's killing everybody who wasn't her. I think actually she said he was chasing them out of the forest. And it was other animal or other monsters that had actually been killing them.
Okay.
I think is what
Oh,
she
I
meant.
thought that he'd been
So like
killing them. I thought that somebody had
no,
said
because I
you
think
killed them for.
he was supposed to be like the good prince, right? He was cursed for we don't know why. Lexi says, I don't think he was lusting. He just felt a sense to protect her because she was special. I don't know, Lexi.
I do think that their animals were connected because she was
Yeah.
constantly dreaming about him, and he. Yeah, I don't know if lusting is the word. I will say that it was very clear that he was lusting at her after a certain point in time.
Yeah, because he was stalking her a lot. Because
Yeah.
it was revealed that he had been following her around the village, like keeping an eye on her, watching her since the first time he saw her at 14, and he had like constantly been watching her.
Yeah.
And
So
he
I
said it
don't
was
know.
because her village was the only one that wasn't dying out because she had made like the Everlast potion. There's a lot, guys. There's a lot of plant talk in this book.
There really is.
A lot of plant talk. Made up plants, mind you. There's a lot of plant talk. I wonder if the author likes plants. Yeah, so she didn't have her animal awaken until she was 23 is correct.
I just don't know. I think that for me, so I think that lusting is a strong word, but I think that their animals like linked from the get-go. I think that I think his initial curiosity was trying to figure out what she was doing with these plants. And he did say that he had noticed that when she took the plants, she'd actually taken care of the ones that she'd left. And as we know, he has some mommy issues related to these plants. And so I think that he did like the fact that she was taking care of the plants properly. So I don't know if lusting, but I will say, I think as time went on, he was lusting. I'm
100%.
still super unclear as to why he took her. And the
I
only
still
argument that I
think
can make is because he wanted her. That's what I thought.
I still think no matter what, it's kind of weird that a 26-year-old man is following a 14-year-old girl around her village.
Oh yeah, but if he thinks that she's saving the village and he's trying to break the curse, then that I understand. Like if it's
Okay.
strictly, if we're talking strictly,
I'll make
that's
sure
all
to tell
that
you
is.
that when your daughter is 14 and a 26-year-old man's following her
How
around.
dare you? Yeah, because my daughter will be the one
Just to
saving the
make
village.
sure.
I think that they're mates, and that's what everyone.
She
Yeah, I
might
think that
be.
they're mates,
Yeah, I think that they're mates too.
and I think that's what he was leading toward. Which also, can we talk about this gag curse? That, like if you
Yeah,
say too much, you
so
die.
the curse is very confusing because they don't actually really go into the detailed details. All we know is that Naifan's dad, the king, cursed Naifan to be stuck at the palace so that he couldn't like live his life or be happy or whatever. I'm not really clear on why. And his mom died before the curse and her garden was walled off. Correct. Okay. That's one section of the curse. Also in the village, I'm just trying to get to the curse in my mind. The village is cursed where the curse makes them sick and they die.
Yes.
But in the kingdom, the village makes them immortal and they fuck every day.
Yes.
And they weren't clear on if the demons were allowed to leave or not. I think that they were.
I think the demons can come and go as they please.
But so did Naifan. None of them were trapped there.
Right. Well, I
think
that the rest of them were trapped. I think that the people in the kingdom were trapped, except for Naifan, because Naifan had the will of God and was able to just break through curses. Like
Right, because I'm forgetting also everyone with the curse, their animal is like erased. They can't get to them except for Knifeane and except for uh whatever her name is, Finley.
right. So to address Scarlet Vogue, so I get like the point of the curse from from an author's standpoint. I don't want to have to explain important things before we get there because I want to leave you on cliffhangers and blah 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 blah. But it was dumb.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
just make them idiots. Aren't they just like the servants of the kingdom? Like maybe they don't even know all this information. I don't know. I
So
found the whole thing really weird. And then the fact that the curse
gag,
doesn't. Well, but the gag doesn't actually kill them. Like clearly we can find a way around it.
but it technically would have killed him if she didn't have like and her the animal powers were also very unclear. They just kept referring to it as power, like give me your power, push your power into me, use your power to save whatever. Are you reading the chat?
Yeah, that makes sense. Sorry, carry on.
I think Knifeane was trapped at the beginning because he talked about how it was painful for him to cross into the villages. Yeah. Maybe there was a border they couldn't cross, but they could leave the castle. I'm not sure if there was, because he says he goes into all the other villages. I'm not sure. It's very confusing.
Was like, it felt like I was drunk reading this book until we got to the sex. The sex was so clear.
Yes. Yes. It's like you're walking around with like your glasses are all smudged and then you just clean them off.
To a sex scene, you're
just
like,
a little
whoa,
bit.
there's a train happening in that corner right there. I couldn't even fucking see it.
Literally like a human centipede situation
Literally
going on in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I will read the next ones. All of that to be said, I don't know what's going on with my camera. All of that to be said that I will be reading the entire series.
So to address the gag with Hadriel, like the gag almost kills him, and then she uses like her magical powers. You never left. We saw that whole thing. She uses her magical animal powers to save him. I was kind of unclear about that, but she saves him somehow. And RJ kind of wishes that she didn't save him, I think, because she hates him.
I don't. Oh God, sorry, I'm still blurry, so I'm like distracted by it. I am struggling. Oh, there I am. My life is a constant struggle.
Don't, RJ, do not move. Okay,
I'll just sit right here.
There you go. Perfect.
I wish I'd liked Hadriel. I found him so annoying. Like he just talked so much.
So Lexi said the minute he dies, the curse will be lifted, and the Demon King will take over the kingdom and kill all the villagers. Okay, but that's if the prince dies. That's if Knifeane dies.
Right.
Which is very. I don't understand how they plan to break this curse. Then
I think that his plan. I think that's why he took her. I think that she clearly has something to do with the curse and breaking it. And she's
right.
If anything, I did get the sense that she may be stronger than him. Like she's like actually her animal may be a little bit more dominant.
We can hope.
We can. And so I think that she has something to do with breaking the curse. But I think at the end he's fallen in love with her, and he clearly knows more than she does, which is why he has since vanished. But she can just go back to the castle, can't she? Like I'm super confused as to why he just left her there. Because can't she just go back?
100%, she can just walk back through that forest and go back to the castle. I don't believe there's anything to stop her.
Plot twist: the curse breaks from the
I don't think that's real, but if it is, I hope so.
Right. So they're trying to break his will, which is why they're trying to get him to have sex, because having sex equals will broken. So
is that what it is?
I think so, because the reason that
they're trying to break his will to get him to like himself.
I think they're just trying to get him to give up or kill himself.
Right. Oh, like True Love's kiss, but True Love's first. Fuck LMAO. Yeah. Thank you, Steph.
I think I would be weak. I'd also be weak if it was the exact opposite. Like if they fucked and then the curse just got worse.
It just got worse somehow.
Everyone dies.
In the actual Beauty and the Beast, the curse is like he has to get someone to fall in love with him, right? Before the last petal falls on the rose.
Yes.
That's
Otherwise
just the
he'll
base.
be a beast
That's
forever.
the curse. Correct. He was kind of low key hotter as the Beast, if we're being honest.
Absolutely, bitch. Holy shit.
Then he turned into a white man? No, thank you.
He just looked weird. There was something about the drawing that just looked so strange. Anyway.
I'm glad we're in this together.
I don't know a single person that was into how he looked afterwards.
No. Because wasn't he blonde?
I think he was
a white blonde man. Exactly.
A white man.
Yeah.
Basic.
No. Exactly.
I feel like when they first do.
I feel like when they first do it, it's just going downhill from there immediately, probably. Yeah.
That's why we're doing all this tiptoeing around.
Oh my God.
Listen, I'm into foreplay, but Jesus fuck, at some point. Come on.
Oh, Lexi, you're the only one who likes blondes here. I'm so sorry. That's not for me.
I've read like a lot of blondes lately. I don't know what every book that I pick up, they're blonde. I'm like, what is
our last
happening?
one was blonde too.
Last one was blonde.
Oh shit. We didn't say what the next book was.
I get that. Oh, yeah, that's all you. I don't even know what the next book is. I forgot.
Let me check. Keep them entertained while I check.
Oh, anyway, I'm a Latina who likes her white men. Listen, I am half black. I also like white men, but the blondes, just not a fan. I don't know why.
So, of our 4 books that we had up, we had Red, White, and Royal Blue, Delilah Green Doesn't Care, and Written in the Stars. And we also had one called The Golden Girl. The only reason I put that in there is because someone messaged, please rig the system and pick this book. So I put it on the poll for that person. Yep. Because there wasn't that many people putting stuff in there. So if you really want me to rig the system, I'm not above the law. I mean, you can tell me to do it and I'll do it. Anyways.
She's very easy to convince.
The winner is Delilah Green Doesn't Care.
And
which is a very popular woman on woman situation.
Ooh. I will post it in the chat after this. But yeah, happy Pride to everybody.
Happy Pride Day.
I said happy Pride to everybody.
Oh,
calm down. Whoa,
you're pushing it. That was close.
I literally said happy Pride to everybody. Calm down.
Everybody is gay during the month of June, so it's illegal to be straight in June. Yes, actually.
Okay. Anyway, back to this. I don't even know. Is there more to talk about with this book? I feel like I have hit my mental quota.
Only that it ends on a cliffhanger, right? It ends with him literally abandoning her and her dying father. Because her dad's dying this entire time. She also has 3 siblings. Mm-hmm. 3 siblings.
Which her brother, her eldest brother, was giving me very much like PETA from Hunger Game vibes. Was that just me?
No, I don't know. Interesting. Fair.
I don't know why.
He was the only seemingly reasonable one there.
Mm-hmm. And all the girls wanted him. All the girls in the village were about that dick. He just didn't want to give it.
There was the Gaston character, but he's only in one scene. The guy who's like super hot.
He'll show up
and wants to bone her. Yeah, he kept saying he wants to like claim her or something. I don't remember the exact verbiage, but I didn't care for it.
They were all saying that.
Yeah,
because she was just so beautiful.
Bone her down. She was not a virgin, just to be clear, which I appreciated.
I did appreciate that she wasn't.
Hannon, yes, had big dick energy.
He did.
Hannon was the brother. He did.
He was just so he was so self-assured. He knew who he was.
Yeah. He knew what he was doing. He knew how to heal. He was like ready.
Yep. It's like I'm not worried about these hoes. Like I'm just trying to find me one good one.
Yeah. So it ends with him running away, Nifane running away, and then her saying, I ran into my room, changed, grabbed my trusty pocket knife, an older dagger that would have to do, and ran out the front door. If he wanted me to play hero, I would, and I'd make him my damsel, is what he said, is what the last words were. That's right. I already remember that. Oh, yeah, how tall they were. Yeah, she was 6 foot tall. She did actually say that he was taller, that Nifane was taller. I remember her mentioning he's taller than me, and that is like a feat because she's super tall anyway.
Mm-hmm. I really just, he just seemed like he was like a beast of a man. Like even in his regular form, like he was just huge.
Big boy.
And once again, I was into it.
And she does describe his as
monster
being large
cock. As a monster cock.
Thank you.
Gotcha.
Thank you.
Gotcha.
As being large as well. Yeah.
Yeah, all the books are out. The whole series is out. Catch me in 2 days when I read it all.
You have a sickness. Is it Kindle Unlimited?
I think the first one is. I don't know if the second ones are, and it will really make me super mad if the rest of the series is not on Kindle Unlimited. I think that's a crock of shit when they do that.
I still have not budged and gotten a Kindle.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to. This one was like literally a hand-me-down. I didn't pay for this.
Let's go to the let's just tell everyone our rating, and then we can just do like a chat.
Yeah. Okay, what's your writing style? What did you rate it?
Once again, just so everyone knows, you can get this on my website if you can see it. What the hell?
We can't see it.
You can't see it. It's a book review. Anyway, shameless plug. Writing style, I gave a 1.
Give it a 2.5. I didn't think it was horrible. Like I've read some books I really am like, this is awful, but I also didn't think that it was good. Like I just was like, okay. I think I gave it more because if there's one thing, like I said, she can write a sex scene, which means that she can write. She just put all of her energy into.
She put her whole pussy into the sex scenes, and then there was none left for everything else.
Which is.
What'd you give Spice rating?
3.
I did 3.5. Yeah. I mean, while they didn't have sex, they did a lot of stuff. Mm-hmm. It was definitely jam packed.
Yeah, but none of it was like crazy.
It was,
I mean, sorry.
It was jam packed full of other people having orgies.
Yeah, but no one was like. Okay, did we all miss? Like, there was a guy that was apparently just going around these parties like raping people, right? Like,
yeah, I believe so.
Okay, okay, just.
I really wish that she had joined the orgy. To be clear,
I really thought that's where it was going, where she was gonna join an orgy and then he was gonna walk in on it and flip out and kill everybody in the room, and I was so excited.
I wanted it so bad. I wanted that really bad.
I was so hyped for that.
In the future.
I was ready for him to just flip out and kill the rest of the train.
Yeah. What'd you do for final rating?
2.5.
Yeah, I did too.
Feels mean.
But the problem is, like, I still do want to read and know when they fuck. Okay, Steph, I'm gonna send you those pages. Don't worry.
I'm gonna keep reading. I'm going to keep reading. I don't know why. It's like something has taken over me, and I'm not gonna be able to stop.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess the author did her job because we obviously still want to keep reading it.
Yeah.
So does anyone have any questions, comments, concerns for us in the last few minutes here? Please let us know.
Sorry, I'm tired.
What's that? Your tongue. Are you sick?
No.
Your tongue looks all yellow in the back.
Oh, I was eating a whole bunch of M&Ms before we got on the chat.
Oh, that'll do it. I'm like, does she have an ill strep throat right now?
I have the Rona. Slowly dying on the chat. It's fine.
Oh, God, please don't get the Rona. You've already had it like twice, haven't you?
I've literally had it twice.
I've had it 0 times.
I had it, got vaccinated, had it again. Didn't even know I had it the second time until somebody else around me tested positive for it because I just didn't even have any symptoms.
Yeah, so Steph, the stream for fantasy is our next stream. So we're only doing one fantasy stream a month because RJ can't, super commit to a bunch of those. And she won't be reading the next one. I'll just be describing it to her, but that'll be after.
Yeah.
In 2 weeks.
When are we reading Ice Planet Barbarians? So this is not like for the club. This is one that me and Rylie both were interested in reading and kind of picked up at the same time. Right. And we're going to read together.
Casually mention that last time that we were going to read Ice Planet Barbarians. We can't, listen, you're busier than me.
I'm ready to start. I can start this week.
So you got to give me a little texter and let me know when you want to do a stream about Ice Planet Barbarians.
Okay. I'll text you because what might happen is I'm going to just read it this week and we can just do we can just jump on for a random stream next weekend or something or at some point this week. Because I feel like
I can do that.
I feel like every once in a while we're going to read the same book and we can just jump on for like a fun little bonus.
We specifically bought that one to like just talk to each other about too. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well, of
I'm
course, include our
I
good
have
girls in them.
yeah, I have a big test on Wednesday, so I'll probably have it done by next Sunday.
I don't know how you already have a test. Didn't you just start school?
My life sucks is how. It's fine.
If anyone doesn't know, RJ is currently in school online.
I am.
For what
no, it's
now?
in person.
I thought it was online.
No, it's in person. Dental hygiene.
Oh,
So I
dental
haven't been as active in the
hygiene.
chat the last couple days, and I apologize for that because I'm just like slowly dying over here, but it's okay.
I've been trying to respond when I see like a bunch of messages in the chat, asking questions and everything. Hi.
Hello.
Waleska, 1125.
Listen, me too, babe. I've been MIA for the last 2 days. It's my book club. Oh,
Yeah,
thank
my
you.
week was super busy. It was like a lot of doctor's appointments. It was like this past week was like our week to just get all our doctors, dentists, everything appointment just out of the way.
Yeah.
That stupid blood specialist that told me I was fine, and then I just paid extra money for no reason. That was great.
Basically, Rylie had a blood specialist telling her that she had leukemia, basically, and then she went to
No,
another
no,
blood
no.
specialist
Be
that was
clear.
like, no.
Be clear. My original doctor was just my primary care doctor. And she's like, you have a lot of high white blood cells, so you might have leukemia. And I was like, oh, fantastic. Thank you. I am 7 months postpartum, so that might be why I have high white blood cells.
No.
And then
It's a leukemia.
I went to the blood specialist, and he's like, no, you're absolutely fine. I don't know why they sent you here. He's like, your white blood cells are barely elevated.
Yeah, don't you love it? You told me that too, and then they sent you like they sent Rylie an email, Jane, where they were talking about Rylie to each other, like it's ridiculous. Anyway, okay,
Literally like the nurses and doctors shit talking about me to each other, and how mentally
you were
unwell I seemed on
emotional.
the phone.
Because you're
like,
emotional because they told you
"She's
that you had
unwell."
leukemia.
Yeah,
It's
as
fine.
anyone would be. They also told me I had fatty liver disease, which I also don't have. So that's great.
Yeah, we love it. Okay, I want to know what everybody's reading right now because I just started. What's it called? The Roommate. I don't know. There's one where he's a porn star, and they accidentally became roommates. I started that one. I'm into it.
I tried to start the Atlas 6, and it was really fucking confusing. And I feel like Book Talk lied to me about that.
Oh, that's so scary. It's scary when they cannot figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
It's
okay,
actually
Steph,
the worst.
do you want to read what RJ said or what I said? Probably what you said. I doubt a lot of people are talking about the Atlas 6 in our chat.
Listen,
Wicked
I like
Beauty.
mine because Wicked Beauty is. I don't know why I'm like putting it off because I don't know
what it is.
I'm telling you, you need to read Neon Gods and Electric Idols because if you want to get into like some semi kinkier stuff, but not like fully all the way in, that's an easy way to like ease yourself into it.
It's on my shelf to read. It's on my shelf. I really wanted to read the Atlas 6, and then literally the first page, the first sentence, I'm actually going to make a TikTok of just me reading the first sentence because it is so confusing. And I don't know if I was just having a slow day, but I did not know what was going on.
I've had those days where I tried to read a fantasy and I just can't do it that day because I'm like, I can't compute.
It's not even high fantasy. It's like teenagers with powers.
I feel like sometimes your brain's just like, no. You know?
Yeah. It was just the writing style. And there's like drawings in the book. I don't know. It was weird.
You know, I feel a fantasy, but if there's a drawing in it, I'm out. I'm like, oh shit.
It's not even a fantasy though. It's like not even high fantasy or anything like that. It's like literally just.
Look at you! Just convince someone to not read it. Do you see that?
Oh no. Sorry.
No, but Neon Gods
I
is
read
good.
like 2 pages. I'll read Neon Gods.
You should. Wicked Beauty, I think, is LGBTQ plus. I don't want to say that and be wrong, so I might recant my statement.
Oh, guys, I finally reached 1,000 followers. Thank you.
Ooh, round of applause. I feel like it took me forever to get there.
It took me forever.
I'm telling you, I feel like TikTok moves in like weird like waves. Like once I hit 1,000, I felt like all of a sudden I was at 2,000, and then at 3,000, and then I'm like a
Yeah, I
steady
have been
crawl.
getting a lot more recently, mostly just from my book things that give me the ick videos. People love those.
Yeah, once you have a couple that people really
Thank
like, you steadily get, and people keep watching them. I don't know.
Yeah.
TikTok's weird. I can't figure it out. I just do it for the fun of it. Though this week I have had no desire to film TikToks this week.
I haven't done any in a while.
Why. Maybe because I'm just like so overwhelmed that I'm slowly dying inside. But that's okay.
Are we at time now? Oh, thank you. She said my TikToks are hilarious.
Oh God.
Thank you. I'm gonna get an inflated head. I'm like too much of a Libra to be told that I'm great because I'll just think that I'm famous now.
Yeah, we have to humble her, guys.
Yeah, you have to tell me I suck. Sorry.
I just haven't had the desire. I think we are at time though. Is there anything?
We are at time.
Okay. In my defense, Steph, I have read some really good books lately. I took a really long time not talking about like specific books because I just felt like I wasn't reading any good ones, but I read a couple good ones and I have to share. So I apologize to your bank account. Anyway.
Are we good?
We are at time.
Are we going?
We're going.
That was fast. We had a lot to talk about.
We did, and we still didn't even scrape the surface of this book. It was such
not even a little bit.
A wild ride. I didn't even know what the fuck was happening.
So in 2 weeks we'll do Delilah Green Doesn't Care and The Throne of Glass.
Yep, and I will post in the Discord right now announcing the next book so everyone that's not here knows. And I will upload this video on YouTube if you want to relive it.
If we do read Icewind Barbarians and upload that, and I mean, want to stream about that at some point, we'll put it all in the Discord.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to read that this week. So I'll text Riley, we'll coordinate it, and then I'll text in the Discord and let everybody know.
Fantastic. Can't wait.
I'm excited for some vibrating Anyway.
Bye guys.
Bye.
We love you.
All right, peace.